I am alive, and it's good to be alive. Hello, everyone. Today, I'm going to tell you how to spawn in tech gear, and then I'm going to review it. For those of you that aren't interested in watching this whole video, that's fine. You won't offend me. I mean, at least you won't see it. I'm going to go cry when I'm done making the video, but I will leave a link down below, and you guys can just get out of here. I will leave a link down below, and you guys just click on that link, and it'll take you to a website that has all the spawn commands for all the tech stuff. But be forewarned, before you click away from this video, you can't just spawn in the tech stuff and use it. You have to use the command lines in the link that I'm going to link you to. You have to use those command lines first to learn the tech engrams. You'll see it kind of closer to the bottom, I believe. And that will basically give you the knowledge to actually know how to use the tech stuff. Then you can spawn it in like you would anything else. But for the rest of you who are actually curious on the review of the tech gear, let's get into it. So obviously you just saw me use the tech rifle, which is absolutely amazing. This thing is really fun. It's super cool. It shoots underwater, which is fan-freaking-tastic. It has innate night vision in the scope. It looks a little weird during the daytime, but everything stays just about that bright during the daytime as well. I wish it would kind of highlight enemies, I think, or if it had variable zooms, I think would be the only way it could get any cooler. The TEK TIER helmet allows you to have kind of this pulsating vision here, which will highlight the environment and enemy dinos. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem to work on hostile dinos, so this isn't really useful if you're playing single player or non-dedicated. This is most likely only going to be useful in online play from what I can tell. You can toggle it to night vision. This works extremely well at night. I highly recommend it. It is super helpful. If you ever do use it, you will see how crisp and clear of a difference it makes. And the last setting for it is that you can have both active at the same time, which is very cool. And then if you hold the ability, it will turn your visor off. Now, for those of you curious, I play on Xbox. You double tap Y to switch visor modes, and you hold the Y button to turn it off. Next up, we have the Tech chest plate, which has a backpack, which if you double tap the jump button, will allow you to kind of boost into the air, which is pretty neat. And then if you tap the sprint button while you're in the air, you can toggle the sort of like glide ability. It's not really a glide, it's more of a hover. And from here, you can just kind of fly around. I think it looks weird when you have a gun out. But if you don't have a gun out, you can hold the quick melee button, like when you're holding a gun or something, and you will fly at supersonic speeds. And it's really hard to stop, though, when you do. I recommend just turning off your jetpack if you're going to do that. You'll have a much easier time stopping. And then your leg pieces will allow you to run super fast and through objects. So if there's enemy buildings or rocks or whatever in the way, they are no mas. You will just run through them and destroy them. It's freaking sweet. And on top of that, you can even, well, you can run on water if I wasn't an idiot. As I was saying, you can run on water! Amazing! It is pretty cool, though. And the boots, to my knowledge, I don't think the boots are what let you run on water. I think that's still just the super fast sprinting. The boots just negate all your fall damage, as you can see there. And they also help you climb up steep objects. The bottom of your feet will glow, and you can kind of climb up stuff, as you can see there. I just climbed up the side of a rock that I otherwise shouldn't be able to. I mean, that's a pretty damn steep rock. So, the tech gear for your person is very cool. It's crazy OP. I will show you the Tech Rex saddle before I talk about what my problems with the Tech tier is. Alright, and last but not least, this is what got me back into Ark just for the Tech tier, is the Tech Rex saddle. This is not a skin for a regular saddle or anything. This is a legitimate new saddle that you have to craft. And if you tap in on your right stick, for Xbox anyways, you will notice that the face of the Rex, it kind of morphs on and off. And it's really cool. So when you activate the firing mode, you get to shoot freaking lasers from your head. And my god, this seems to be an excellent way to kill fish, that's for sure. These lasers do a ton of damage. I don't think you can upgrade it. If you upgrade your Rex, I don't think it upgrades the lasers. I think they just do a set amount of damage, much like the rifles and guns. But I mean, look at that. They do so much splash damage. They just absolutely obliterate freaking everything. The splash damage can hurt you though, so when things get up close, you will want to toggle your visor up so that you can still bite enemies. So I really like that the tech saddle isn't like, oh, your Rex just shoots lasers now. I like that it toggles. I'm hoping that with other dinos, we get maybe a little more creative things with it, and not just like, oh, this dino shoots lasers too, but maybe they also have other abilities, boosts, or benefits, or tools that they can activate. I think would be really neat. But anyways, you guys, that does it for the tech tier. I'm going to talk about some problems that I have with it now. So basically, you get tech tier stuff by killing bosses, including element. And element is what you use to power the tech tier. The tech tier does not work unless you power it. And my god, it is expensive. The amount of element you get for killing the bosses, you know, I know a lot of people were worried about higher up tribes just getting tech tier and just flying around like Iron Man and dominating the server, but I can assure you that unless you have a massive amount of element, no one's going to want to like run by your tiny little wooden shack over here and then like freaking fly at it with their fists and smash your windows out. Like nobody's gonna want to waste their element unless they really are just the biggest asshole ever, and then they might, who knows. But I don't think it's gonna be too big of a problem. I think it's cool and bad that they made it so restrictive. I think it's nice because high-end players aren't very likely to waste it on low-end players and bully them because it's so expensive and hard to get. I think that really discourages them from wasting it. I think they'll save it for like a rainy day and stuff like that, you guys. But if you want to check out the buildings, which I didn't show you, this is the tech replicator. And this is actually really cool. I absolutely love how this looks. And this replaces both a smithy and a fabricator all in one. And whenever you craft something, it is instant. What you have to be careful for if you do somehow manage to get this legit, I know I wouldn't be able to, is much like generators and things like that. If you turn this off and then back on, and then off and on, etc., every time you turn it off and then back on immediately, it consumes another element instead of just burning on that same element charge. So if you're going to craft something with this and you have very limited element, you better make damn sure you know what items you want to craft ahead of time before you turn that thing on. And last but not least, we have the tech transmitter, which I didn't actually read up on, so I had to figure it out what it does. But this is really pretty. It's a very nice looking structure. It's not too big. And basically, you might notice it looks like a tiny pylon. That's because it pretty much is. When you turn it on, it sends up a nice beacon to the sky. I'm not sure the purpose behind that. It would kind of give away your position, but it's also a nice land marker. And essentially, this acts as a pylon that you can build anywhere. So you can upload your dinos, your items, whatever. This is extremely helpful. It's fun too in an offline game. I couldn't speak for online usage as I've only used it offline, but offline it's really nice because if I want to move all these dinos to a new base, it's kind of a pain transporting them across the map, and half of them are going to die, let's be honest, along the way. I can just upload them all into this, and whenever I get to a new spot that I like, I can build another one and pull them all out of it. So I'm not sure what effect this is going to have on multiplayer, but in single player, this is very helpful. But again, you have to learn the engrams for these before you can actually spawn them in. So you're going to want to type in all the admin commands per item so that you can actually learn how to use them. Anyways, that does it for, I think that's every single tech tier item that they added. I hope this video was helpful. I hope there was something in it that you liked, and if you did stick around to then, I really can't tell you guys how much I appreciate it. If there's anything else you want me to make a video on, please drop recommendations. I'm totally down for that. And as always, you guys, I will see you in the next video. Peace! My god, my fiance just set the apartment on fire. What are you doing? What the fuck? What did you do? What the hell? What did you set on fire? You're trying to turn the candle on? You don't turn the candle on. Oh my god. What? You don't get to use fire anymore. It smells like the smoke alarm's gonna go off while I'm making my video. I can smell the smoke. You've done it before? You've set shit on fire before? Oh my gosh. This is going in at the end of my video. I hope you know that. Anyways,